A lot of things push people into doing it, and it usually starts with the spouse or the children. But in fact, whoever has the hearing loss has to come to grips with the fact that they do have a problem. And oftentimes it's not recognized that the problem is theirs initially. And most people will believe that others are speaking differently, or people mumble, or if they would only speak louder, I'd hear them fine. And the reason for that has to do with the nature in which people lose their hearing. Some sounds are preserved and are heard just fine, while others are not. And in that process, that individual is misled to believe that their hearing is fine, and truly it is. But their level of understanding what they're hearing is compromised. And not until something personal happens to that individual do they really come to grips with the fact that maybe there really is something going on. And it's generally going to be a grandson or a granddaughter who says something to them, or they went to that one play and they couldn't quite make out what was being said, or they finally had that big meeting they were waiting for and they couldn't communicate with the person they wanted to. It's going to be different for everyone, and there's triggers that are going to be unique to that individual based on what they find is important to them. So the thing is to recognize that it's not a question of hearing, it's really a question of understanding what you're hearing. And if you find is that you can hear but have to ask people to repeat themselves regardless of that, you probably have a problem. You probably have a hearing loss, and it's something that needs to get checked. It's something that needs to get looked at. It's simply a question of finding out what is it that's going on. Because to say that you have a hearing loss is not to say that you can't hear. To say you have a hearing loss usually translates more into, I have an understanding problem. I heard what you said, but can you repeat it?